We have set up a demonstration to show how strong the Galaxy is and why it needs to be this strong. Wood products expand and contract from summer to winter, so whatever is holding them in place needs to allow for this movement. Here we have mounted a section of 4x8 pre-engineered furring to a machine flat steel table. This furring has been sealed on both sides and bolted to this table. It is flat, it's not going to move. Now we have this 4x8 panel set on top that fits into this furring. The two pieces connect together easy and perfectly. It's a perfect setup for showing how strong the Galaxy is. Next, we're going to pull this off and show how much force each of these Galaxies is going to hold. So come over here, and as you can see, we've got our test here, 3 separate points. Let's start to pull these off. All right, one pop. You'll see the rest go. Alright, what was the on that? So as you can see, these pull off at about 70 pounds of force. So unfortunately, job site conditions are not perfect. What happens if the panel is exposed to hot, dry conditions, like in the winter when the heat comes on in the building? Well, this is what happens. The panel warps as the moisture is out of balance in the panel. Most installers know that a panel with a 1/2-inch bow is not uncommon. How much force is it going to take to push that panel back into the flat position? Well, with this plywood, we're going to warp it now, and then when it gets to about a 1/2 inch of warpage, we're going to show that the Galaxy has enough strength to push down the panel and hold it in place. So we're back in the lab. What we did is we took the panel from a climate controlled condition here in the shop, and we left it outside for an hour, and that dried out the panel. And as you can see here, we've got a bow that's just over 1 inch, and we're going to put it back on this flat surface, and we're going to show how much force it takes to shove it back flat, and we're going to show that the Galaxy has enough force to make it stay flat given the bowed conditions. So now that we've got the panel laid out and anchored in at some ends, you can see we have successfully messed up this panel. It's got over 1 inch bow in it, and this happens pretty frequently. You install a job late summer, it's humid, then the job gets finished, the contractor turns on the heat, and the panels start to dry out. What will happen is those panels will shrink up, causing even more bowage. But the Galaxy has both the flexibility and the strength to maintain the integrity of the panel and thus the job as a whole. So what we're going to do is shove this back in and show that the Galaxy has enough of the strength to hold it. We generally show about 30 to 40 pounds of extra strength for the Galaxy to manage these holes. I'll come in, this side has been pushed in, and you start working your way in. You can see it even holds it, even with the bow in the center. We'll come in, put the last one in, and as you can see, we have the reveal integrity, and the attachment and mounting surface is still intact with enough strength. Now, while this test is extreme, it's not uncommon. This happens a lot on job sites. It's not really anything to do with the installer, but mostly with the conditions of the job site. So, more information can be found on this on our website, more tests, but this demonstrates well what happens when these conditions make panels bow and how the Galaxy and its strength and flexibility allows it to overcome these conditions. So now the bowed panel is back in place. We're going to test the strength of it popping out. Still real close to 70 pounds, still at 70 pounds in full integrity. Let's see where it goes. Oh, one finally went over here at 125, and there you go. Plenty strong.
Bring it back.
On the last test, we showed that the Galaxy maintains its strength in the vertical position, right? And now I'd like to demonstrate the push-pull. So between summer and winter months, a panel will contract or expand just a little bit. And what we've done is we've cut an 1/8" strip here and put 1/4" shims. And what that's simulating is a 1/16" contraction or expansion on this side and a 1/16" expansion on this side, which would be a pretty extreme example of expansion between summer and winter months. Now, with this, that's going to push the screws into the Galaxy. The Galaxy has that spacing that allows the strength to still maintain its integrity through those summer months and through that expansion and contraction multiple times over the years. So what we're going to do, we have the same strength setup. We're just going to pull this and see when these Galaxies go to failure. 50 pounds. 70. Starting to get a little bit of creep on some of these. No failure yet. Right at 130, 140 pounds before failure. Thank you for tuning in to our Galaxy shop demonstration today. We're going to show the Galaxy and the 3 types of screws and installation processes that you can use to install large 4x8 panels. This video is intended for the fabricators and installers that work directly with star hanger fasteners. The video will take some time to watch, but will save you a lot of time in the back end by understanding the product, its process, and reviewing some of the avoidable pitfalls. The Galaxy has 4 important features that aren't typically found in a single product. The Galaxy is strong, flexible, and small, and comes in different strengths to fit every desired application. The flexibility allows for wood to expand and contract over time, and this is a requirement for larger panels. The Galaxy is also small. At only 5/16 of an inch, it works with 1/2" thick panels, adding to its one system versatility. Today we're going to show the 3 different substrates and 3 alignment systems that work in conjunction with the Galaxy. Starting from the simple system to a full CNC and plant pre-engineered furring. First is the direct installation of a panel to 5/8" sheetrock using the Galaxy alignment pins. Second, we're going to do a direct installation of a panel to a 16 gauge steel sheet. And third, we're going to do the pre-engineered furring and panel system. This system maximizes accuracy and minimizes field install time. There's a lot of information on our website under the heading Videos and Downloads. You'll find printable installation guides, and each of these systems we're covering today has its own individual installation guide listed on the screen below. Our first demonstration will be a sample of a 4x8 panel that's installed directly to 5/8" sheetrock using our 225 Galaxy and the 238 mounting screw, a pop toggle, and some alignment pins. Traditionally, items like fabric panels, acoustical panels, and signage are connected directly to sheetrock. This method works well on heavy mirror frames and hospital head walls with electrical requirements as well. So these are applications where the Galaxy can truly excel. Connecting of wall panels directly to sheetrock can lower the cost of panel installation. We see more and more projects like high schools, universities, and institutions that find they can lower the cost of their overall job and add a lot to the finish within their budget. We are not saying that direct application can duplicate a premium furring system. However, with some planning and cooperation with the framer and the finisher, you may be surprised at the results you can achieve. We have an installation guide that can teach you how to build a straight sheetrock wall. There'll be some required tools down here at the bottom. However, we'll start with this small sample size. First bit, we'll drill an accurate 1 1/4 inch hole, 3/16 of an inch deep with a high quality Forstner bit. You can then place the Galaxy anywhere. However, we recommend 2 inches from the edge and no more than 24 inches apart. Next step, clean the hole, press the Galaxy directly into the hole. In this case, we'll be using an air hammer, but a dead blow. The next step is to use the installation pin. Set in. Take your sheetrock panel, line it up to where you need to go. And set the alignment hole. Once the alignment is done on your sheetrock panel, remove and keep your alignment pins. Then the next step, with a masonry bit, slowly drill a hole so you don't tear the sheetrock. We want to maintain the integrity of the sheetrock. Once the hole is drilled, you're going to take your pop toggle and carefully insert. Now the system is designed to be quick. However, there's points that you need to be careful. Specifically, when it comes to installation of sheetrock, it's particularly weak and susceptible. Be careful how you align these, and it'll save you a lot of trouble in the long run. Take a square tip, take your screw. If you're gonna use an impact drill, be careful. As with any sheetrock fastener, you don't want to drill too fast and ruin the integrity of the fastener or the sheetrock. Drill down to flush and snug. Align your wood furring panel, and it takes about 75% of the force to pull the panel off. So you just keep a clean board handy and push right in. And as you can see, you have a very nice flush system that works well with sheetrock to your wood fur or to your wood panel. If you want to remove it, quick little pop off, and it comes right off and remains removable and easy to reinstall.
And what should be gone down? So you want
So an important part to note with the sheetrock fastener itself is that the accuracy of it is paramount, right? Those wings need to flare out and they need to be securely put in with the screw at a slow, accurate fashion. If you overstrip it, you can weaken the fastener, and as you push the Galaxy into the screw, if you're not careful with both the alignment of it and the screw itself, you'll start kicking in the panel, damage the panel, and damage the sheetrock as well. So we'll introduce our blocks to help us we'll introduce our blocks to help make sure that we line up the panel correctly. It's nice because we're going flush with this panel, but if you're not going flush with the sides of the panel, then you need to make sure to have something along the vertical alignment to help line up your screws to your Galaxy. So my assistant Christian today is going to come help me install this panel, 4x8 sheet. The same installation process that we showed you on the panel is how we put in these with first the sheetrock, then the alignment, and then now we'll put it into the Galaxy. So we'll brace our blocks down here. And we'll use our suction cups. Come in and make sure we're carefully aligned. Come a little bit your way, I believe. Are you flush over there?
There you go, it needs to lift up.
All right, you in? Will you hand me that glove and the panel wire? Thank you. How will we open on this side? Close. And as you can see, the panel is aligned flush to the sides. And make sure you remove the suction cup so that you don't damage the panel. And this is the installation of a 4x8 sheet to 5/8 inch sheetrock using the 225 Galaxy. Today we have a 4x8 wall that with a 3/4 inch plywood panel and a 3/4 inch particle board pre-engineered furring. Now this engineering all happens in the shop. Both the layout and the holes for the Galaxy mounts and the screws themselves will be pre-engineered. The layout of the wall system is covered in another video. Support systems are more accurate than a direct connection to sheetrock, because you can shim as far off the wall and hold a straight furring system. The existing wall serves only as a support to the future position of the panel system. The wall's inaccuracies do not need to affect your final panel quality. So, once you have your Galaxies inserted, whether it be via dead blow hammer or an air hammer, and the 1/4 inch holes, you'll now need to set your installation screws, mounting screws, into it. Now, accuracy is key with these. As we say, while the furring system is quicker and faster, if you're blowing out these holes by drilling too quickly or using impacts incorrectly, it'll cost you in the long run. So be careful during this installation and be sure not to over torque. You just want to be just flush with it. And as you can see on the small sample size, it takes about 75% of the force to push down, and you'll hear it click into place. Now let's go size it up to the 4x8 sheet, where I'll show you that these panels can be removed by the use of a crowbar or a vacuum system, vacuum cup, and then reinstall. So if my helpers will come in, we'll yank this off the wall and reinstall it. Yeah, get some of those vacuum cups. Where'd the other one go? There's one over there. Here's one. Thank you, sir. Now, when ripping these off, it's a good idea to start in one of these corners. That'll provide you a little bit of mechanical leverage from the screw to the mount, and it'll allow a zipper effect to kind of pull off the wall. Just like that. You can see the Galaxies here. And now if y'all would, just show them how easy it is to put right back on. Do you need it? Nice. Well done. Ta-da. So the next step we'd like to cover today is direct to steel with a template. Now, woodworkers don't install much wood to steel. And it's a common practice for the sign industry and elevator trades. You know, sign installers will use proper templates for individual letters, but templates can work for your advantage as well. The installation of the mounting screw location is one of the more time-consuming parts of any installation. If you have a project where the size of the panel is somewhat repetitive, a shop-made template can save you a lot of time and improve your accuracy. Here we're using a shop-made template to locate the mounting screw points. You can make templates with drill collars or with spring punches. You know, we're using just a simple magnet template with a Sharpie marker. And we're just going to work with a small panel so you can see both sides. And then we'll drop a list of tools and we'll size it up over here to a larger panel. The first step is we simply place the template in place and measure where, or not measure, but mark where we want to be at. And then come over and match the according one here. So right where you want to be. Measure. Now, next, we'll drill the screw holes and tap it with a 1024 tap mounted drill. Now, as you can see, the tapping of thin metal is easy and faster than trying to get a self-tapping screw to hold properly. If the metal's too small, we do have riv nuts that allow you to have a threaded screw in a very accurate way. So we'll go ahead and drill these. God damn, guys. That's stainless. Now, the thinner the steel, the easier the tapping is. However, if you're doing multiple ones, you don't want to wear out your tap. Get some oil and seat it correctly. The key to tapping metal and not breaking your tap is making sure that you're going straight through the hole you made. You don't want to cant and create mechanical leverage here that'll break your tap. In and out's going to be your best method. Thread it a little bit just to make sure. Voila. Now, we're going to mount the Galaxy in here. Grab your same Forstner bit, 1 1/4 inch Forstner. As you can see, your galaxy is inserted, your screw is inserted. Does take a little bit of force, and your corian is mounted. Now, with corian, you do need to be very careful about how you drill this hole. Generally, you'd want a router with a template or a CNC or some type of drill press to be more accurate. Once the holes are done, insert your galaxy.
What strength are you using?
We're going to use the 226 for the corian. The 226 and the 227 are going to be the lightest strength. With the corian, you want to make sure that you're using the lesser strength one so that you don't pull them out when you try to remove them. Now we'll take our template
You can glue them in too.
to our wall. Mark our corresponding holes. Your drill and screw and tap ready. A little bit of oil. Your 1024 mounting screws. And we're mounted. Simple as that. Now obviously this is a small sample size, but the same principles to all these other panels, and to this small size applies to a larger panel, sign, anything of that nature. Now, the Galaxy has threads, and with glue can be used on multiple different things, whether it be, wood, styrofoam, metal signage, whether it be acoustical panels, half-inch panels, straight to steel, or to elevators. Really the idea here with the Galaxy is to have a variety of strengths and a variety of substrate installation possibilities so that you can have a very, very versatile product in one small, cheap function. Thank you for taking the time to watch our installation videos today. Hopefully you found it insightful. Just as a quick summary of the Galaxy, it is a very, very strong product, right? And we have 4 different strengths that cover 3 different substrates. It's a very cost-effective, one-product solution for limitless applications to help bring value to your organization and bring value to your end customers. I don't know the reason why anyone wouldn't use the S-Clip right now. You can walk into any shop, you don't have to change anything, you don't have to train anybody on it. With the alignment system, any high schooler can use it. It's cheaper, it's stronger, it's fire resistant, lasts longer. There's no reason why you can't make this switch right now and put it in your shop and be happy with it and not have to deal with aluminum clips and all the supply chain challenges. We have them in stock, they're ready to go.